Hi and welcome to my channel. This is Samantha Hamilton, Psychic Medium Clairvoyant. Hi there. If you are new to my channel and you don't know much about me, I'm Samantha Hamilton, Psychic Medium Clairvoyant. Been doing this now for, oh gosh, since I was 18. And so that's over 37 years ago. I'm here to talk today about some of the predictions which I made 28 years ago. And that's on our king to be, Prince Charles, who is now the king. I believe, from what I can remember all those years ago, predicting such a thing, because the Queen, our belated Queen Elizabeth, said no to Charles. I remember that. And now he is king. And I predicted this many, many years ago for the Sunday Express. So I just want to talk about the Coronation itself. It's a testing day with lots of conflicting negative energies. There's a feeling of heavy burden, with what's going on with Harry and William. The stars indicate that Charles will have to make a big change in his sort of royal way of doing things. In other words, I actually feel he's going to act a bit like a politician and not necessarily a king. You can't expect him to be quiet, because he's not going to be. He wants to make world peace. He wants to make big changes within the UK, and he's already put in ideas into action, making plans. Not everybody's going to agree with what he's doing, but he's got really good intentions for England. And I feel, as a king, he's going to be, let me say it, outspoken in the most politest way, of course, being the charming Scorpio that he is. But what can we expect for him? Charles will have 2 good, strong years on the throne, doing his job to the best he can do, and perhaps overdoing his job, not really pulling back, wanting to really push forwards and want to see the job being done, want to see those changes being done that he wants to implement, that he wants to put into action. I do feel that 2025 is going to be a difficult time for Charles himself. I feel that there's a transformation there, there's a change there. I feel that William will step up and be king sooner than one can expect. I don't like making negative predictions, but I feel there's going to be complications with his health. I don't feel that he'll have that long life, in a way, like the Queen Elizabeth. It's just one of those things. So while he's on this earth, he really is going to make an impression. I feel the currency, the financial side of things are going to change. He's going to have some form of influence on that. I also see him buying more land, becoming very business-minded when it comes to land, making England a richer, more viable place to be, because right now that's not how us UK lot are seeing it. I'm Black British, Jamaican descent, but I do see myself as a Black British, and of course we are being affected by so many crises and everything else. It's all global, it's all around the world, but certainly it's hitting us. You could call it karma. I do feel Charles has got a very spiritual side to his nature, and he will seek advice from a spiritual perspective, whether that's a priest or whether that's a guru or whether it's just going to a different country, a different continent like India, because I do feel there's an affinity there with India, or somewhere like Tibet for some reason. This is what I'm picking up. Crazy prediction, but that's what I'm picking up. And I actually feel he's going to be getting some advice. I wouldn't be surprised if he turned to an astrological situation, like an astrologer like me, and get some kind of advice. Not necessarily me, but he may actually do that. In the 17th century, this happened. If they needed to know what the weather was going to be like, or whether some kind of investment was going to be good, or how long a king was going to live, or a queen, they would go to somebody who was a paganism, somebody who was an astrologer, somebody who was, that way inclined. And we still use astrology today to predict businesses, outcomes of marriages, whether someone or something, or whether it's the right time to negotiate a deal. Is it the right time to get married? And what was he thinking of having his carnation on the particular day that he's having it? Because the stars do not align in the best way for him at all. I'm not going to go into that too deeply, but I do see a lot of stress there. There's a lot on his mind, and he does worry about whether he's actually going to be the best he can be as a king, because he will face criticism no matter what he will do or does. Not everybody's in favour for Prince Charles being Prince Charles, or being king, if you like. They're not seeing him. We will never have another Elizabeth, that's for sure. So he knows he cannot step into Mama's shoes, as we say, but he will do his very, very best to make a difference. He is all about peace. He is all about the economy improving, becoming richer and better. You can imagine that he will be going into big institutions, as in visiting certain places that need certain more help, more sensitivity around those places, whether that's educational, whether that's medical. As a king, is he expected to do that? Not necessarily. I would think that would be William and Kate herself doing those sort of things, but you can expect them to really be stepping up and being prepped for the role that they're going to take on as king and queen. So that is my prediction, that he will not be on the throne for as long as we would like him to be. I mean, many may not want him to be so, but it will be a very short throne, and that is what I'm predicting. But in that short period of time, he will achieve a lot. You can expect him to do many, many things. I'm just going to look at my notes here. Around November, for next March, there's a lot of tension within the energy around Charles, and I feel this is more to do with his health than anything else. So I do feel there is going to be, again, as I said to you before, some concerns. I also feel there's going to be a lot of more activity coming from Anne, Sophie, and Edward are going to be seen more in the public eye. We don't often see them in the public eye. We don't often see Anne in the public eye, but there's going to be a lot there. I feel that Charles is going to have a female influence him, other than Camilla by his side. I feel there's another female going to be influencing him. So that's a surprise there. And this is what I feel from a psychic point of view, rather than from an astrological point of view. But then the stars may align to what I'm actually saying there. So that's what I feel from a psychic point of view. His approach is going to be very intense, really intense. Some people may be of the mind, is he losing his mind? Because he's going to have strong opinions, and you're going to hear about them. It's certainly going to be on social media, in the news, and they're kind of waiting for him to put his foot wrong. We never waited for the Queen to put her foot wrong. We expected just the best of her, and we got the best of her, didn't we? It's quite interesting because, it's in the May month, and that's very significant to the belated Queen as well, because I believe, she was an earth sign, she was a Taurus, and it's in the May month, around her birthday kind of thing, and that energy as well. But I'm saying astrologically, it doesn't look very promising. It doesn't look like a good collaboration with the stars. He'd have been better wait until the end of the month and moving forwards into the Gemini month, but he's not doing that. So, he's doing what he's doing, and it will be whatever it's going to be. So you're tuning in with Samantha Hamilton, Psychic Medium Clairvoyant. If you want to subscribe, please do. You're going to be seeing a lot more of me making predictions on celebrities, talking about the movements in the stars, what we can expect for each month, each week, even when I have the time to do that. But I will be posting quite a lot of videos, podcasts for you to watch. If you've got any comments about any of the predictions I'm making, please leave your comment down below. Be polite, be courteous. That's all we ask for. And it's going to be a really, really interesting time for Charles. Love and light to him is what I say, because in my opinion, he's going to do a lot of good over the next 18 months to 2 years. Ciao for now. Thank you for tuning in. Take care. Bye.